Welcome to another episode of Gab with Cab. Today, I have a different guest, Bryce.
What's up?
Tell everybody a little about yourself.
Man.
You know about me, so let me introduce this guy here.
I don't know. That's crazy because I heard about this guy through Pip.
MC Lip. Pip.
You know,
Same thing.
they got 10 different names. Fluid name?
Uh,
I don't have an MC name. But I have done a lot of stand-up comedy. And I heard, you know, there is actually someone in this town other than me that's interested in stand-up comedy. I've performed, I don't know, not even, maybe 20 times. Various different ventures, small bars. My first ever stand-up experience was insane, and it probably will always be the most insane comedy.
Where did you do your first one at?
Okay, so like I graduated college, fast forward, we'll talk about all that, and I always had this idea that I wanted to perform stand-up comedy.
Right.
But I didn't know how I was going to do it, and all I knew was that you had to sign up for an open mic night. And there was places like a stand-up comedy club in Indianapolis where you had to bring people to be able to get to perform on stage. But then I heard about this other one that was Morty's, and it was more like just a draw out of a hat kind of thing.
Kind of random.
And they had a tournament style stand-up comedy competition, open mic, to where, you know, they would have 5, 10, 15 people go up in a night, do their 2 minutes, and then at the end of the night, bring everyone up on stage and have a clap off to figure out who won. And then there was a semifinals, and then there was a finals. Right. And then the person
gradually just get more minutes.
The person that actually made it all the way through would get an actual hosting spot.
Really?
Yeah, and they would get a paid job through the fucking comedy club for, I don't know, maybe a year or so, and they would actually set them up for. And I didn't know all that until I signed up for my open mic night, and I showed up for semifinals night.
Really?
Place was packed. My first time on stage, I'm panicking for the first month or two, but then I'm feeling prepared, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to be going up on stage in front of maybe 50, 60 people. There had to have been 500 people. 500 people live and wired and ready to laugh for the semifinals. For the people that had already made it through the first round,
right.
This is going to lead into the finals. And I just get drawn out of the bucket to go up and do my first minute. And there's some video that can be provided. We can make that happen. Of my first stand-up set. I think I benefited from the fact that the host told everyone that it was my first time.
How so? You just...
Well, I mean, everyone go up. It's his first time on stage ever, because I made sure that I didn't. Once I realized the place was a packed house, I didn't.
You didn't want to bomb.
I didn't want them expecting a semifinalist coming up. You know, I wanted to make sure that at least the host knew to where to put me.
This is your first big crowd.
Yeah. So I was just filling time. They only had 4 or 5 semifinalists, but they had 3 hours to fill. And I was hooked. Dude, I was hooked. I got laughs. I didn't even really have quality material, as you'll probably see in the video. And then over time, I went up every chance I could, and I started to realize that's what I want to do. And of course, life happens. And then I had to
life always happens.
I moved here, and then there's no comedy scene here. So, to wrap it all the way back around, I found out that there may be a comedy scene that we can make happen here.
Yeah.
We just gotta work
go at it the right way.
Yeah.
It could all come up in various ways. It could do good. Did you ever really like bomb in front of crowds?
Oh, dude. The worst bombings that ever happens when you're performing in front of a majority of comedians.
What do you mean?
Well, sometimes I perform at places where the only people that actually showed up were the other comedians that were going to be performing that night. And
so they were like, man, I'm funnier than that guy.
It's horrific. Yeah, It's horrific. It's like performing in a closet to yourself in the dark.
You get more laughs that way, probably.
I don't know. I hope so. I would hope so, because nobody wants to laugh at you.
Whenever if
they do laugh, you've got something going.
Yeah.
So there's some value to it, but 99% you're just like, well, okay, I quit.
Right.
And that's where a lot of people do step away, and they just decide, I can't do this.
You just got to push through that, man, because I listen to a lot of different podcasts and this and that, man. And everybody that I listen to that's a comedian, they have bombed so bad before. And they'll tell you stories about how they just bombed. They were awful. They got booed off stage damn near. And they just you grow from that. It's a stepping stone. You gotta suck to get better. You got to know what works. You got to be able to go in there and just take over a crowd, know what's gonna happen, what material you're gonna bring, and if shit goes sideways with what you have, then you got to be able to improvise and go the other shit that you have.
Yeah. Well, and it all goes back to writing too. And I never would have been comfortable with ever stand up. Most people would so it's public speaking, and a lot of people are really afraid of public speaking. And I realized as I went through college, presentations and shit,
right,
that the more prepared you are, the more confident you're going to be, and you can screw up more if you're confident. And it's a perfect analogy to life. I mean, if you have some confidence going through life, you kind of get a little more leeway, and in stand-up comedy, if you go up there and you have material and you have it prepped and you know it word for word and you know where you could go this way if the audience goes this way, they don't laugh at this, I can kind of go this way. If you're up there prepared, then it's just about showing up. Then it's just about showing up, having a spot, being there over and over and over and over and over again. Everywhere you can possibly sign up, everywhere you can possibly get to that will let you perform. And a lot of similarities to music, I assume, rapping.
Of course.
See,
I don't know. I'm terrible. I am so bad about writing stuff down. I hate it. I have a little bit of stuff written down, literally just a little, but most of it is just off the top of my head. I'm a naturally funny guy, and I remember a lot of things from my past, and I'll be talking about one thing, and that'll generate another thought that that was funny from my past, and it just keeps, I have a lot of off the top things. I just.
That's a storytelling comedian there.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got a lot of stuff.
That's all the rage right now. A lot of the best comedians are the storytelling comedians that kind of go up. And one of my favorites ever, Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah.
Never had anything ever written down.
Really?
I mean, no, yeah, absolutely. Well documented comedian that would go up on stage not having a clue which direction he was going.
I've heard a lot of other comedians talk about Patrice, man, and they've said the same thing. He just went up on stage and bombed so bad.
Just amazing.
Every night, and didn't care. Just went back and bombed and bombed.
And then by the time it was said and done, he was flawless.
Right.
Flawless.
Just had to bomb for the first 5 years.
His last special, I don't know what I don't think he had any of it written down. I don't think he had anything written. I think he did a whole 1 hour special, and it was perfect. I could watch it over and over again today. I could. Well, and then, don't get me wrong, Patrice wasn't really a storytelling comedian per se.
Right.
But he was a one of a kind breed. But there is just a big movement now. And I mean, there's a lot of comedians that probably don't do a lot of writing. And it's just a different style. I'm sure Bert Kreischer doesn't do much writing.
No, actually, he said in a few of his podcasts that he's like, he doesn't do a whole lot of writing. Like if he'll wake up in the middle of the night or something, like he'll think of a skit, he'll have to run downstairs and just do it, and then he'll have it down,
and then it's
good,
locked in.
Yeah.
But then you got everyone else,
that
write religiously. It's just, even if you're not good at it, it's not even, I don't know about you, but if you just write something down, so if I'm at work and I'm like, I need to write it down. As I'm writing it down, I'm like, well, this is stupid, because now I'm definitely going to remember it.
Right.
But it's not stupid. It's the act of writing it down. Actually, and it solidifies it, and I never go back to, oh, yeah, I almost forgot. No,
I mean, if I'm at work or if I'm somewhere where I don't if I think I'm gonna forget something, I'm like, that was just an hilarious thing I thought of. I will write just pinpoint, literally just like here in my phone. I got random stuff I just put in here sometimes.
Dog pooped yesterday.
No, here, it's just random shit. See, puke videos in garage.
But random as
shit.
You would know where that goes.
I'm the only one that knows where that goes exactly.
That's writing, dude. That's writing,
just
bro.
Convenience of people, like just randomly.
That's writing.
If I'm not at, if I'm not somewhere where I'll just jot down the pinpoints, and I just have to I say without this, and now I know the whole joke.
It's like dropping a little miniature anchor at sea.
Yeah,
just and you can go back to it anytime.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Perfect.
Except whenever this phone falls apart, then I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it does look like it does look like it's had its better days.
But I dropped it in a toilet, man. That's when it really took a downfall. I've dropped this thing, cracked it a bunch of times, stepped on it, this and that. It fell off my car a few times.
Well, a lot of people are going to cringe when they hear that phone you used was in a toilet at one point.
It is what it is, man. It's just, it fell in.
I had that happen to me once, and I remember the reactions I got from people that it was a bar toilet.
That makes it worse.
Is it worse? I don't know. I think a toilet's a fucking toilet. And doesn't studies show that they're even worse than toilets anyway? $700 phone, so if that motherfucker falls in the toilet, I promise you, I'm gonna be using it.
Mine's a $70 phone, but
I still owe like $600. Don't get it twisted.
I can't afford another phone right now, so it is what it is. I'm not just gonna get rid of it.
These phones are out of control, man. These phones.
So for everybody out there listening, this is the first time that me and Bryce are actually meeting each other. Like we met outside Pip's house once, but other than that, now we're like meeting, getting together first time, and it took 2 weeks to get to here. We were texting about trying to get here to this point to do the podcast.
Kids live in the country.
It happens. Work. Definitely work.
Tires, man. I've had to change 3 tires in the last 2 years.
And where do you go?
Brand new tires. It's these gravel roads, dude. They call them car eaters.
I tell you right now, if you really want to just run through fucking tires, there's this guy in West T, man. He sells them $10 a piece.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I cannot tell you where it's at because I can only remember by driving there.
They don't do that in Illinois. It's not allowed, I guess. They used to sell used tires here, but I guess they don't.
No, dude, these are like new.
$10?
$10, dude.
Is this like?
If I had one, I would
edit
show
this out
you.
if we need to, right?
Yeah, I mean we can. I'm telling everybody
it's not an illegal operation or anything.
No, it's not illegal. It's not
just
illegal.
Discounts and coupons.
No, not even that, man. It's just this guy.
Hey, what's he make them himself?
No, maybe.
Dude, make his own rubber?
I don't know. Okay, all I know is that
I want a job working for this guy.
Like he's got his garage. Two garages, man, just filled with tires. Like he has, like, whenever I go there, I'll go in and get myself because he's old, man. He's an old ass dude. And
there's like a big rash of like tire thefts going on across the country right now. Like people come out and like I saw it in a news article. It was at a car lot. I lost my shit.
No way.
240 vehicles on their rims. Didn't even block them up. They went into this fucking car lot.
They just took the tires?
All the tires on every vehicle that was out in the parking lot.
Oh my god.
240 vehicles. They estimated it was like $200,000 in tires. Insane. And not to mention the damage done from just...
Right. Just dropping them.
Dropping them on the rotors. That's not good for your rotors at all.
Oh, hell no, dude. No, but as far as I know, this old man doesn't...
That's where all the tires went!
It might be. It might be. But as far as I know, it's a legal operation. But he has 2 barns filled with tires, man, all different sizes and stuff. $10 a piece. You just go. He's usually always home, man. Every time I've ever went there, he's home. I get tires from my old lady's car. I've recently just got tires for her car, like 2 tires. She's got one that's on a spare. I just put it on her spare, and her spare is up under her car now. Yeah. And I get them for mine. Well, I haven't got any for this one, but I used to get like 4 at a time.
West Terre.
Yeah.
Brand new tires, $10 pop.
I mean, they may not be like brand new, but they look brand new. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel them, and they still got the little pokey things on them, and they got tread, like good tread.
The pokey things are what. That's how you know it's a new tire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Those things are gone in 5 minutes.
Right. I'm like, man, they still got the pokey thing.
You don't even fucking get.
If anybody knows what the actual term. Those little pokey things
Pokey
on the
things.
tires. But the pokey things, that's what I call them. The little pokey things on the tires.
Little rubber nipples.
Yes,
Tire
those
nipples.
things are fucking gone.
Immediately.
Yeah.
You make one turn.
Yeah, what I'm saying, they're good tires, bro.
Man.
$10. I cannot tell you. I can't tell anybody where it's at because I don't know.
I could have got 140 tires in the last 3 weeks.
My brother went to fucking Terre Haute Walmart. He went to Terre Haute Walmart to get his tire. He paid $100 for or damn near $100 for one tire, man.
They put them on for you though.
Yeah, but still, that's $100 for one tire. One tire, $100. It probably give or take $20, but damn near $100.
What do you think? Jeez, how much should a tire cost?
I don't know, man.
What does
It's
it take
rubber.
to put into a tire? If
It's
all
rubber,
tires,
bro.
what is rubber? How do they make rubber?
I fucking heated up plastic, man.
I thought it was. They don't make rubber out of trees, do they?
I don't know. I don't want to get into this fucking rabbit hole of trying to figure out
It's got to be
how
trees.
tires are
It's gotta be
made.
trees and oil, probably.
Definitely might be some oil in there.
There's got to be trees involved somehow. Have you ever burned a tire though? That's
Yes.
pretty cool.
Yes, dude.
It's totally illegal.
Yes, totally illegal.
Totally, I would never.
Totally.
Don't ever.
Don't
do
burn tires.
But it definitely is.
It's definitely
That's what tells you it's oil.
what's left over is just. Have you ever seen what's left over, man? It's just wires. Just fucking wires.
Did you see the videos of pictures of the Tesla that burn up?
No, I didn't ever see a Tesla burn up.
Dude,
Tesla.
burnt crispy. There was nothing left of this fucking
Dude,
Tesla.
it probably wouldn't take much.
It was hooked into a supercharger.
Uh-huh.
One of those supercharge stations, and I guess overnight.
It just caught.
And it was a convertible after that, and it was clean, and it was like silver. It was clean, paint and everything burnt off of it completely. No roof, no interior, no nothing. Just
So
burned it down to shiny.
But it still ran?
No.
Oh, I'm like, man, wait, it burnt it down to the
burning down to just shiny fucking I don't know, silver and aluminum.
Just nothing left, just nothing. That's
impressive. They couldn't even get it onto the tow truck.
I'm about a Tesla, man. If I could own one, I would. I just want to go and test drive one.
Trucks where it's at. 49,000. Tesla truck, they said it's going to coming in at 49,000. Solid. Send your donations to we'll link in there.
Donations so we can
right here. We'll put the link in.
No, we will not.
Yeah,
okay, well, I'm telling you.
Maybe.
Pip's been on this thing about star swipe too, so we can put things down at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah,
everybody's on it.
Come on, that's what.
Man, if I could figure it out, I would do it.
Add money.
Add money. See, I would do that too. If I could figure it out, I would put it up at the top or bottom. I would put something.
Ticker down along the bottom of the screen.
Just something, man. I don't know. Somebody email me GabwithCab@gmail.com. All right, and let me know what kind of editing software I need, because I'm all about the editing stuff I'm using, which is a basic thing.
We can put breaking news and shit. We're keeping people informed. Just breaking news. As we're talking, we don't need to see it.
Right. Let me know your feedback. Let me know if you know any better software editing. For editing videos and whatnot I can use. Preferably free, because I'm not paying for shit. I'm just letting you know.
Surely one of your 20 viewers is definitely.
I got 20, 22.
One of them's definitely going to have some advice. Definitely.
If they even watch it, man, I hope you guys watch it. I hope I didn't burn you out with the first 3.
Or they're Bears fans and they're like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, see, I got my hat on backwards.
I don't even care.
No, my wife likes it when my hat's on backwards.
I'm more of a Vikings fan than an NFL fan, but I don't really even care.
I'm a Green Bay fan, period.
They're all richer than I'll ever be.
That's for sure. Unless I win the lottery or something, and it's millions of dollars, then I could maybe stand next to one.
Okay, I don't want to even ask the stupid one, what would you do if you won $1 million? But do you really think it would make your life better if you won $1 million tomorrow? Would your life be better 10 years after that? Would you be a happier guy 10 years later?
Fuck yeah!
I don't know, man. I feel like $1 million would probably ruin my life right now.
Man, if I got $1 million, because I would still work. I would, bro.
Everyone wants to say that. Say that.
That's the hard thing about it.
Oh.
Because I'm humble. I'm humble, man. Like I would definitely
not with $1 million humble.
Yeah. All right. So before, back in the day, man, it was the whole theory that one person could not spend $1 million in their lifetime.
Yeah.
That is no longer the case anymore. $1 million goes pretty fast.
Inflation.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, like $1 million would not last me and my family the rest of our lives. I would still have to work, not full time. I would definitely cut back. I ain't gonna lie. I would cut back to part time, but I would still work because I would have to. Because in the long run,
we're not even talking $100,000.
I know we're talking $1 million. I'm talking like 20, 30 years down the line when I'm still alive. I'll still have a nest egg. I'll be able to retire whenever I'll be able to retire and sit back and comfortably do it. But I'm still gonna have to work because my family, inflation and everything. You would have to think the long game, dude. I understand short game, quick job, spend all the money, get everything you want. Hell no, I'm gonna buy a big enough house, or I'm gonna buy like a section of land. I've already thought about it. I would buy a section of land and put good modulars on that land and get it all dug out to where that's like, I'd put myself in the modular. I'd get, I'd have places there for my family if they fell off their game. Because like my family, most of them are doing pretty good for themselves,
Yeah.
And if they fell off their game, they needed some place to go until they got back on their feet. I'd have a place for them to go. I would have a section of land that's all mine that they could go and get their shit together to get back up.
Man, that's brilliant. I would fuck it up. I'm just being honest.
See, that's what I'm saying. I just think long game, man. I would still have to work and I would live humbly, but I would spend.
I would be in that 90 percentile of people to get rich. I'm just being honest.
You'd be like, I'm in there and I'm blowing everything, buying mink coats and shit I don't need.
No. That wouldn't be more like. It'd be more like, no. Honestly, I would fucking donate so much of it that it would be stupid because I'm not prepared for that. I have to earn it, man. I really do. I feel like I would have to earn $1 million for me to not.
Man, it'd be alright. I scratched the thing, got $1 million.
Man, it would kill me. It would be so bad for my health. Like, it would just be terrible for my.
I feel you completely. Like I know a person that they just recently won like $150,000 or $500,000. Something. It's one of those numbers I can't remember off the top without looking at it.
We're talking 6 digits, not 7. 6.
Right, it's 6. But it's either $150,000 or it's $500,000. My wife sent me the text. I'd know if I looked at it. But anyway, this person gave these other people money for just gave them some money, and one of them ended up in the hospital because like it was just $1,000, but that $1,000 made them go over their fucking head and ended up in the hospital from fucking ODing and shit. It's like money will fucking either destroy you or show you who you fucking really are.
I'm not ready for it, man. I'm older. I've worked all my life. I'm just not ready for $1 million. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think whenever you're old is whenever you should do everything. Like Chris Porter. If anybody knows this comedian, you should definitely listen to him. Whenever I'm 65, I'm gonna do heroin. Or 75. He says whenever I'm 75, I'm gonna do heroin. Because that's when you do it. Whenever you're old, because if you die when you OD, whenever you're 75, they're gonna be like, oh no, he didn't get to. No, he's good. He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heroin, man, that's a reach. You're really reaching for a buzz on that. You know what I mean?
Something.
There's a lot of buzzes that are like a little closer, a little easier to get. A little less dangerous. Heroin, though. If you're on heroin, please get some help. Get some help. There are better solutions.
There are better solutions.
You can catch a buzz without like fucking up your whole life. I mean, how many people are really out there doing heroin and holding it together? Do you think?
I don't know,
honestly.
Man. I mean, if you think about it, rock stars hold together for a while.
Oh,
hey man, how long did Guns N' Roses?
How long did Guns N' Roses hold it together?
All the way up until Axl beat somebody for recording them.
I think it. Oh man, that was like the video that was more expensive than any movie ever done at the time.
Really?
Music video. I think when they did that November Rain, They spent over $1 million on that music video, and I think that Titanic was the only thing that spent that kind of money on a movie at that time.
Oh, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
And that was heroin.
You see, man, that's $1 million on a.
That's them holding it together, bro. That's them holding it together.
It's gotta be amazing.
It's gotta be, but I don't think it's probably not worth it.
I guarantee
it'd be amazing to hold $1 million, but
I don't know. I definitely think that it affects you so bad, though. It just affects your whole body and the way you look later on in life.
Yeah. So what is it? This is basically an opiate, right? Heroin is like the
opiates.
And then these other fucking amateurs want to toy around with the man-made pill form, and
they're like,
it's not this.
Man, I don't give a fuck.
They wouldn't fucking prescribe it to me if it was bad for you.
I don't care. Anybody that does fucking that is like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I've done it. I've done heroin, bro. It's
okay. All right.
It's a sketchy thing.
Transparency.
It's a sketchy thing, and the whole thing about it is, you should never, ever go buy anything that's wrapped in fucking tinfoil from a guy in like an alley. It's always in a fucking tinfoil.
Why tinfoil?
Because you only buy so much. I'm not a fucking expert.
It doesn't stick to tinfoil? What is it?
Dude, I'm not 100% sure on the, like, most of the time, like, it was this turd looking rock, bro, is what it looked like. Form. And like you crushed it up and it ended up white.
What was it?
I don't understand the process. I don't care, but I know there's something.
Mine's blown.
Exactly, like this little brown
little rat turd
looking thing. You smash it, it turns to white. Okay.
Okay.
It's
interesting.
Yeah,
that's super cool.
It's not. It seems like it's super
interesting.
Cool. It goes from brown to white from crushing it.
I still don't want to try it, but it sounds super.
All I know is that there's probably some fucking weird scientist in his fucking closet somewhere, like, ha ha.
What came first, the heroin or the pill?
Probably heroin, man.
No, that must come from a plant too, right?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It has to.
I don't know. It's like
an opiate plant.
That's a good possibility.
Yeah.
It's a good possibility. We can look that up later.
Cocaine plant.
Yeah.
It must be an opiate
That would
plant.
be crazy, man.
You get the DMT plants, you get the opiate plants, you get the mushroom plants.
I've never.
Plants should be fine. Okay, so you know what? Don't do heroin, but it shouldn't be illegal. All right, how about that? That's fucking bogus.
Actually,
shouldn't be illegal.
I honestly do feel like California is going to be the first people in the USA to legalize everything across the board, like Amsterdam. You know, Amsterdam has everything legal across the board.
Well, in the UK, I think they recently legalized heroin to crack down on it, to try to help with the problem. And they have these places where
you can go and get hooked up at a
and then you go to
clinic.
work.
It's a fucking clinic.
Yeah.
And you're like, here, go get on every day.
You can't take it with you, and some people live there, and some people just have a job. And
hey, and for further note, I just want to say we're not supporting heroin. I'm just saying.
No. I just think we should. Come on.
Everybody's gonna do what they're gonna do anyway, behind closed doors. I think everything should just get legalized across the board. People are gonna act crazy and do stupid shit. Hey, if you're gonna kill yourself however you want.
Everyone should just be less judgmental and just chill out a little. If you ask me.
I don't know, man. I see it from all sides of the fence. I've been on both sides of the fence, of addiction and whatnot. My parents and whatnot too. And it's just like, drugs, man, hardcore drugs can really, like, if it grabs you by the balls or, by the hand or however you want to go about it, it can really destroy everything that you help, that you build towards or that you have, or, everything can just be taken from you in a second. So, I mean, I still stand by, legalize, do what you want.
I'm
you're
someone
you're going to kill yourself.
I come from someone with obviously a different background, and I've seen totally 100% legal drug ruin many, many, many lives.
Right.
Alcohol.
Right, and that's the worst thing about it.
And everyone is actually, you could still fucking watch TV and get a fucking beer commercial thrown right in your face.
Yeah, you know, people getting drunk driving through houses.
No problem.
Shit,
Nothing
man.
wrong with that. And more people die from alcohol every day than you could shake a stick at.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it's not even like we're actually playing good cop, bad cop. There's no... It just
picking and choosing.
Let's face it, making things illegal doesn't help the situation.
No.
Making it illegal and putting people behind bars doesn't help it. So that's why we say, let's just back off on the, all that. Yeah, come on. I mean, you're not solving anything. I think we're seeing a big shift. I really do. We're at the foot grounds of a shift that's going to happen, and let's face it could go either way. I don't know how much you want to go political, but we got the chances of this guy getting elected again, or if he doesn't,
who's running against him?
Everyone and their brother. I mean, I
haven't heard anything.
If you've ever ran for office as a Democrat, you're in. I think. There's like 212 Democratic candidates.
Are you fucking serious?
No, I think it's like 23.
Oh.
It's more than ever before. There's like 23 Democrats that are like, I can do it. I think they should all kind of just.
Fuck it, man. I think Kanye
they should team up.
Kanye West for president, bro. I'd vote for him.
I'm gonna say it here. I say it now. Andrew Yang. He wants to give us $1,000 a month, people.
Who?
Look him up. Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang.
The 2020. $1,000 a month.
What is that? Is he
$1,000 a month.
or
She's an American.
She? It's a she?
No, I said shh. I said shh because it doesn't matter. Yes, he is of
Oriental
of descent of that group, but obviously you have to be an American citizen,
right? No, what I'm saying is I know he's American. I'm just saying like because we had the first black president, and everybody was like,
sure.
Yeah. Now we have the first celebrity president, Donald Trump.
Right. So now it's open playing field.
That's what I'm saying. Is this could potentially be the first
$1,000 a month? Everyone that signs
Oriental
up.
president,
I mean, that's all I'm on.
$1,000 a month for what? Just
for being an American citizen
every month. Just here's an extra $1,000 for.
Just to help out.
Thanks for being an American.
Just to help out.
I'll vote for him. Shit.
I'm telling you, look it up. You look him up later. He's got way more. He's got way more to say than just universal basic income.
Would he do something good though?
Yes. He's got plenty of policies we don't need to get into because I'm not even really. I'm not well versed. I don't want to misquote any of his policies. Research. But I just he was on Joe Rogan's podcast, so let's start there.
That's good.
Watch Joe Rogan's podcast. It was done like 2 or 3 months ago. Andrew Yang was there, and as you and I know, how great of an interviewer Joe is.
So he gets in there in depth.
He didn't pull any punches, and he asked him, and from what I can understand, I think he sold Joe on UBI for the most part. He was pretty critical of it going into the conversation afterwards. I see, because it can't pay for itself. In essence, you don't just put money out there. It doesn't just disappear unless you're giving it to the wrong people.
Yeah.
Which are not American citizens. If you're giving it to people that aren't American citizens, that money could probably.
So he's basically like, here, guys, I'm gonna pay everybody's rent in America.
Yeah, and people that get a little antsy, it actually works because you know what? There's a state that's been doing it for a decade now, and it works.
What state?
And it's Alaska.
Alaska
has been paying their citizens. I don't know exactly how much it is. Probably like $400 or $500 a month to everyone that lives there in the state of Alaska.
Just to be living in Alaska.
Paid for by the oil.
Huh.
And if that's one way. It's one way to get people to open up a little bit. If you really want to produce natural gas and oils and do this fracking, that's one way to get people to open up a little bit. You're gonna get paid from this.
Hey, I could definitely go for that. That'd definitely be putting something. Hey, that guy wants to give me this much money, basically pay for my rent every month, and
think about
that brings cost of living down or up.
That means so the people that are currently on food stamps and they get $200 or $300 a month. Well, You don't get your food stamps anymore, but you get $1,000 a month. You know
so
what I
they're getting
mean?
rid of all that.
Well, so that's another way that they're going to bring the money back, in certain ways.
Well, what about what about his health care plan? Is he planning to still have the whole Medicaid?
I think he's more
state
of a
health.
Don't quote me on it, but I think he is in favor of people having options. I think he wants a big one. But then I think he wants everyone to still have the option to stay with their own employers.
That's not bad.
If they want to. Privatize. I haven't heard him say anything about being anti-privatization of insurance. Of course, it doesn't matter. Once the person gets in, all bets are off.
Yeah.
But look him up, fucking,
What's his name
develop
again?
your own opinions. Andrew Yang.
Andrew Yang.
Yeah.
Is that with a Y?
Yeah.
All right. Like.
Just like you. Yep.
All right.
Can't misspell that. If you do, you probably shouldn't be voting.
Definitely.
Let's just face it.
Andrew Yang.
Are you a good speller?
I'm a terrible speller.
Really?
I am horrible.
Did you hear the spelling bee? No. Everyone knows about the big spelling bee that happens every year, right, with all the kids.
Oh, well, yeah.
The kids, and then they get a little, because it's almost always like Asian kids or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, this year, 8 kids won.
8?
After 20 overtime rounds.
What?
8 kids made it 20 rounds without misspelling a word, and they're like, we're calling it a day. So that's the end of spelling bees. Like these kids.
Just ran a bunch of random kids?
Oh, dude, you can find a list online of these words, and you've never heard of any of them.
I'd never be able to spell any of them.
You've never heard of any of them. You wouldn't even be able to say what any of them mean.
I'm lucky to spell half the shit I say.
And these kids just hear a word and know how to spell it. 8 of them. 8-way tie. Blown away. Because I actually got second place in the spelling bee way back when.
I've never, ever tried because I can't spell to save my life.
I think I misspelled bouquet. And the winner spelled vase correctly.
I've been pissed.
Yeah! I was slightly pissed. I was 6th grade.
Stuff like that would make me so mad. Like, how am I going to get just this hard-ass word and you're going to get something like cow?
Yeah. Now, someone might pull up a video of it. Maybe I'm wrong. But to my memory, I'm pretty sure he got vase.
Somebody's going to be like, fuck you, Bryce. Here's what really happened.
This word was harder than that. But no, nobody's going to be disappointed.
In my head, though, it was vase. That's the way it is.
The guy that won is in prison, so I still won.
Say what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The winner
is like in prison. He'll probably be there for a long time now.
It's like, how did this kid go from winning spelling bees to prison?
That's what everyone wanted to
It turned left so fast.
See, that's how quick things can go to your head. We're talking $1 million could fuck you up just winning a spelling bee. Sent this kid to another dimension.
Dude, it's like in the animal kingdom too, man. On a podcast I was listening to, man, with Joe. It was Joe Rogan and Bill Burr, man. They were talking about how monkeys, man. Bill Burr was watching this documentary where they taught this monkey how to use sign language, and within a week he was like sexually assaulting the other monkeys, just running around like he ran the joint.
Dude, that reminds me of when they taught them currency.
What?
So they taught these monkeys the idea of currency.
When they took the
giving
gold
them coins, and then they would. So then you know what happened?
They ended up going and fucking.
No, so the guys would take the coins, and all of a sudden, all the girls had all the coins,
and these monkeys were just humping the shit out of them. Yeah.
Once again, prostitution should not be illegal. I'm not for, but don't do it. But quit punishing people for it. Come on, I'm just saying.
It's like in the animal kingdom, they just naturally know that women want gold coins to be. Wow. That is awful.
It's perfect is what it is. It's nature. It's what it should be.
That's crazy, though.
It's what it should be.
It's only because our genetics are so close to
having
monkeys.
Sex is something that it's totally okay to do for free. You can go and have sex with whoever you want as long as it's free. But the second you pay for it, it's bad. Like, wait a second, why?
I mean, technically,
Why?
everybody's paying for sex in one way or another.
That's the dirty little secret, isn't it not?
I guess. I mean, if you think about it, but then again,
But then you're gonna punish the girl that doesn't even want to get paid.
But you gotta really think. Yeah, you gotta really think about it. If you're paying, if like what you're really willing to pay for. See, you got a girl that's upfront about it. Like, look, instead of having to take me out to dinner and get me half lit, and then pay for the gas to go back to your place.
Just go ahead and
just give me the money that you were gonna spend on dinner and a movie and shit, and let's just go into the backseat of your car. Oh shit!
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I'm not about it. I'm married. I'm just saying.
We're living in a crazy time. That's all.
That's gonna have to pause this time this weekend.
No big worries, man.
Right.
No worries.
Anyway,
I think we got to a good spot.
Oh, we definitely. I definitely
ground.
think we are good.
We went there. We went here. We covered that. We got a sense. We just met. Met. So who knows? There might be many more of these to come.
Oh, I'm sure. I'll continue to do the podcast. It's going to continue to happen. Hopefully, everybody checks me out. Email me. GabwithCab@gmail.com. If if you want to tell your friends about this on the YouTube spot, it's GabwithCab space 1. And that's only because I needed to have a last name, so that's what it is. GabwithCab space 1. You look for this space, and if you can't find this space, then it says there's a picture of a microphone that says GabwithCab on there. So,
man, if you can't figure that out, then just take a nap.
Come back to it later. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, you've probably going through a lot. You're tired. You've had a rough day. The heat is hot. It's hot. This face. Don't worry about that one.
But,
You'll
anyway,
see me around.
So definitely give us feedback on here or send me an email.
Shooting questions. Tell us how to do it better.
Yep. All right. Have a good one, everybody.